What's up, everybody? Welcome back to McTako Podcast, episode number 7. What up, Tako?
Saving. Good day, Eric.
How's it going?
Man, I feel good. It's Friday.
It's Friday. Today is Friday. Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's been weird. The last couple weeks have just flown by. So, I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
Because that means I'm busy.
Yeah, for sure.
How about you? How was your day?
Today was good. I was down in Andover, Kansas, down by Wichita, finalizing a design down there. Did the final walkthrough and adjusted a couple things, and the city is so stoked about this course going in. He's like,
Sweet.
dude, we are going to start putting ground sleeves in the ground today.
What?
Because the weather was nice enough. It was like 40s and not windy,
Yeah.
and they're like, we want to get this going, so let's knock this thing out. And they're talking about concrete trucks coming in on Monday to do the T-pads, and it's going to be a fun course.
So they're just like, they're going at it. They're getting sleeves in. They're probably going to build forms if they're getting...
They already have pre-made forms. They have
Okay.
They have the T-pads spray painted on the ground, like the exact length and width and all that of it, and that's something you just don't see. You know, most of the time it's like, here's where it's going to go. And then you come back and look at it, and it's like, well, this isn't exactly where it was. So it was really refreshing to get down there and kind of walk through the property one more time and adjust a couple things, you know, from some of the work that they've done on a couple of the wooded holes and that kind of thing. So it was really refreshing to get down there and adjust a few holes here and there. But it's going to be a fun course.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean,
it'll
it's close.
definitely be a spot for a dynamic doubles event in the future.
Doubles.
So speaking of dynamic doubles,
yes,
we opened registration today for our event on February 28th.
He got it, ladies and gentlemen.
How about that first try?
Yes.
It's not even written down anywhere.
We don't have it.
February 28th, and registration opened today, and I'm stoked on this event. Like, I know we've talked about it on the show before, but I'm really excited because bringing back the roots of a pure, just quality doubles event where it's not just go out and play doubles. You know what I mean? You can't just like grab the best player in the area and go win this tournament.
No, I mean, with this format, you definitely have to like figure out, okay, you know, there's stratego that's going to go on, and you know, you guys have to play well together. You have to figure out those bumps and speed bumps and just weird curveballs along the route, and you know, may the best team win. I'm excited.
For sure. It's definitely an advantage for those players that are kind of consistent, that have like maybe you and your partner around the same skill level. I think those are going to be the players or the groups that really shine in this event. Because if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we're doing a 6-6-6 format, which is 6 holes of tough shot, not worst shot, because worst shot is just the meanest thing you could ever do to somebody.
Right. So tough shot, you have to only have one partner make the putt to finish the hole.
Or ace. Somebody could ace in tough shot theoretically. So
that's true.
Yeah, so I really like that idea better because it still makes it a little... And of course, like Cans of You, it's perfect for that. The first 6 holes are the holes that we're doing this on, 1 through 6. And then the next group is, I believe we decided to go with best shot or best score, which is you and your partner play the hole out of singles. And like I said, best score takes the score. So if Tako and I are playing, for instance, and I get a 4, he gets a 3, we mark down a 3. The next hole, I get a 3, he gets a 4, we mark down a 3.
Yep.
And that's for the 7 through 12, and then 13 through 18 is going to be just regular old school doubles, just best shot doubles, and then break, lunch, delicious street tacos available.
Let's give a shout out to these guys.
Yeah, do it. Give them a shout out.
Max, who runs BG's Bar and Grill over there in Council Grove, reached out to him, told him about this event, and he was, you know, super stoked, just ready to do it. Man, he laid out this beautiful menu. You know, I was like, at first he had mentioned like a bag lunch type thing, and I was like, yeah, you know, or you know, what else is there?
What other options?
Yeah, what other options? And he was like, yeah, let's hit this Chipotle salad. Let's go pulled pork sandy with chips.
There was something else that sounded...
the medley, the taco medley.
Oh, man. The chili. What was it? The
chorizo chili.
Chorizo chili.
Oh, my gosh.
Chorizo chili. Oh, my gosh.
A nice cool day. It's going to be great. Not only that, BG Bar and Grill is also going to be opening normally they're closed on Sundays, so they're going to be opening just for this event, just to cater to the people that after the event they want to go and just hang out, have a drink or something like that, eat some more food. By all means, go ahead. So big shout out to Max and BG's Bar and Grill. Thank you guys so much.
Yep, I'll put their logo up here on the screen so you guys can have an idea of what that looks like and all that fun stuff, and the flyer as well. I'll put the flyer up here as well so you guys can see the event. And if you're in the area and it's not full yet by the time this drops, sign up, man. It's going to be sick. There is a specialty disc that I'm working on getting in the player pack. I've been kind of mentioning this around here and there, and I think you guys can probably guess what that disc is going to be, so you might want to sign up for this event.
I bet you won't put it in the comments if you think you know what it is.
I think you guys should. Guess what that disc is, so...
We'll see.
So yeah, that's really exciting, and the dynamic doubles is something that we're gonna blow up. Is the plan into something just massive, and hopefully, we went ahead and sanctioned this first one. It's an XC tier. We did that because of insurance. We're working with the Corps of Engineer, and they require us to have an insurance policy, and it just made sense with the PDGA offering free insurance for your event. It just made sense to go that route. And sorry if you're not a PDGA member and need to pay that extra $10, but it's so worth it.
It's going to be worth it. That's definitely a venue, and I think this event is going to be one of those ones where.
Oh, you're good. I was just going to pop that down.
I was like, my mic's off, guys. Whoops.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
No.
But I think it's going to be an event and a venue that people are just going to want to come to. And, man, the food that dude, I'm so excited. Like, this is going to be so good.
Yeah.
So good.
I cannot wait for this. Especially, and one of the things that we're trying to do with this dynamic doubles is not just showcase a doubles event, a quality doubles event, but we're trying to do it now. In the future, it could change to something else, but we really want to showcase courses that I've designed that don't get a whole lot of love. Now Kansas View is a fantastic course, and we're actually using it at the Dynamic Discs Open this year.
Yes.
But we want to showcase it. And if you're coming to play DDO and you're playing that course, here's the perfect opportunity to get some practice on that course.
Yeah, super chill, super relaxed around. Doubles is always relaxed, even if this is an XC tier, but it's a super relaxed environment. And just to be able to get out and practice, believe me, you do not want to go to Kansas View and play this course completely blind in a singles environment.
Yep.
I'll just say that.
Facts. That's all true.
I know I did that, and it laughed at me. The course did. A lot of things do, though, so you're welcome.
It happens. It happens. But no, it's a great course. It's a nice little hidden gem. It's got a nice mix of open holes on the front half and then some nice tight wooded longer shots on the back half. That's just great, and it overlooks a lake. It's just can't say enough good things. If you're in the area, check it out.
I gotta ask this because this is something. So when you go to a property, obviously there's a lot of different types of properties, but like let's say a property that you're looking at that has a lake on it, right? Which I know that you have a couple lake designs under your belt. So
I do.
So in a lake, like what's the first thing I guess that comes to your mind when you get to a course? You're like, and you're designing, and you're like, okay, this is nothing. This is a blank canvas, and go.
My favorite. Oh my gosh, those are my absolute favorites. Sometimes you get a little bit overwhelmed, especially if you have enough room. Because I would say majority of the times when working with municipalities that want this big, huge championship level disc golf course on their property, first thing you have to ask is, well, how much land do you have available and what's the terrain like? So you can squeeze an 18-hole course into a smaller property if there's a lot of woods, obviously, because you can carve that out. But more open style, it gets a little bit more challenging because you got to think about having holes close to each other. You don't want to do that. So majority of the time is there's just not enough land available. But when there is enough land available, like Kansas View, there was plenty of land available out there.
And what's an acreage on that?
I don't know the exact acreage over at Kansas View. If I had to guess, I would guess it's probably around 50 to 60 acres.
So what's the course par for that particular?
That course is, I want to say it's a par 58.
That sounds about right.
I think that's what it is.
Like
I know there's
14.
There's a couple par fours, and then there's 14, the long par 5. That 14 plays like a par 5 for sure.
Okay.
And then 16 actually plays more like a par 4, like an easy par 4 though, because it's an island hole.
What he's meaning by easy is that, if you can throw 200 feet straight and land it in a little lily pad.
Throw it 200 feet twice.
200 feet twice. You should
to
have.
A postage stamp green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a cool hole.
It's an island hole. And
double island.
Hopefully one day that will become hole 18 and we switch the numbers up a little bit to utilize a bigger parking lot in the future. But yeah, no. So to answer your question, kind of a roundabout way of doing it. But,
That's me. I'm sorry.
No, hey, it's me as well. But getting to the course. Step one is obviously step one is finding out the acreage and looking at aerial maps and just get an idea. Like study Google Earth images, especially if it's a long way away. Like I have a course coming up in Alabama. I won't say exactly where just yet, but over in Alabama, I'm going out there here in a couple weeks to design a course.
Lucky.
And I'm studying Google Earth images of that is step one. So I have an idea of hey, there's a pond over here, and it looks like I could kind of get the flow to go this way and that kind of thing. So I really want to know what I'm looking at, what I'm going into before I step foot on property.
Okay.
And then when I step foot on property, if it's a wooded course or an open course, whatever it is, I will spend anywhere from 2 days to a week, 2 weeks just walking the course without doing anything. Just walking it, getting to know the terrain, getting to know the property. And the reason for that is you don't want to miss anything. Yeah. I am looking as I go at areas like, ooh, look at this little rock formation. That'd be a sick green right here. Or an elevated tee right here. Whatever that is. And I will take GPS coordinates down right then and just plug those into my phone so I have them and edit, make a note on them, take a picture. And that way I can plug that into my computer later when I'm going through and kind of remembering areas and thinking, how can I get to this area? Or how do we make it work to where hole 9 meets back up in the parking lot? Because my ideal course is a big championship 18-hole course with 2 loops of 9. You know what I mean? Like 9 holes out, 9 holes out this way.
Okay, so like when you're studying the Google image, is that when you're kind of like, all right, this is hole 1?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so you're able to actually start designating hole numbers. And then, so like for flow, I mean, I guess you really don't need to know hole numbers per se. You just want to make sure that the hole you previously played flows well with this hole, but that's going to flow.
Exactly.
Okay, so, but you are actually going through there and doing like this is what one hole, this is my tee shot, this is my signature
I
hole.
do
this
that.
Is my...
I will do that, but not until I walk the property. So when I'm studying the maps, it's just to get an idea of the terrain and what to look for. If there's like an open area, like a pasture area that I can pinpoint, that kind of thing.
Okay.
After I've walked it and I get to know the layout, that's when I'll look at Google Earth again and kind of go through and be like, all right, I can edit this and put some holes through here, and then I'll walk it that next day again and decide, this is going to work great for a fairway, or this isn't going to work for a fairway. Let's go back to the drawing board, those kind of things. So it's dude, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not a matter of just showing up to a property and throwing flags in the ground and calling it good.
I would suck at that game right now. Like for
it takes some time, man.
Mind blown.
It definitely if there's a course that I design anywhere close to here, I would love to take you with me. So and just to kind of not just have another person there, but having someone there to bounce ideas off of and that kind of thing is fantastic. And if it's somewhere close and I can get you to just hold the camera up and we can film all of this, that would be great too. I know Bobby and I have done a series of course design out at the farm. And we started from my first trip out there all the way up to the final process. And I think there was 3 or 4 videos that we put out, and it's all on my YouTube page, so you guys can go search for those. And it kind of goes through the process of what I look for, what I'm thinking about, and that kind of thing. And obviously, each 4 of those trips wasn't my only 4 trips to the farm.
Right.
I spent many a times going down to the farm. Those were just the 4 like checkpoints for each one.
Okay.
And then the final one was the ribbon cutting and the event that we hosted beginning of last year, I guess it was. Right when the pandemic was almost to hit. Because it was like the first event. It was like,
that's right.
Do you shake people's hands or like do I fist? What's going on here? What do we do?
Let's give them sloppy kisses.
Yeah, exactly. Give them big hugs. So
why not?
So yeah, that's kind of the process that goes through a good quality course design. It goes through my head. Yeah, there's a lot, man. There's a lot that goes into it, and dude, I love it. Like it's to the point where even, and I'm sure everybody does this, but when they're driving down the highway looking at fields, just like, man, there'd be a sick hole right there.
Yeah.
Everybody does that, right?
That's why you get yourself a Scout.
Yeah.
And you go out there and just
Set
pop
up
them.
shop.
Man, I love doing that.
Set up shop. And just
Carly and I like
crush.
to just randomly drive random places, and then you just like literally stop on the side of the road because you're like, here's this sick row of trees. Hopefully, I'm not trespassing on some farmer's fruit orchard, But now I'm gonna rip a drive-through here and try to just throw my bag out until I ace it, and if I don't, throw it back in and try on the next random hole that you find.
That's always fun, man. We did that out in Ruidoso. It wasn't like private land, or it was private land, but it wasn't like we weren't trespassing. I think they had 3 baskets out there.
Okay.
And it was with the Ruidoso Club out there, the Rugged Ridge Disc Golf Club. Shout out to Everett and all those dudes out there. But we played this was right after I designed Moon Mountain, and we were out there and we had a skins match or a tags match. It was when they just released the new tags. And they were doing a tags match, and I just joined in with them.
The 20 mic round?
Yep.
The 20 mic round.
Yep,
if you guys don't know what that is,
Yep.
that's a 20 millimeter round from an F-16.
F-16, yep.
Cannon.
Yep, they are the shells.
And
then they had them engraved with numbers on them, and they were playing for tags that day, and it was super cool.
One of the cooler tags that I've seen out and about. They've been,
And then the ladies' ones are even bigger, I think.
They get like a 30 mic?
I think they might have.
That's like, okay, so 30 mic is from an A10 Warthog, and that gun is like a Gatling gun.
Nice.
I'm a ammo
nerd. Everett always
nerd.
watches the show, so he can comment down below and
tell us what it was,
exactly what they were. But
you know what? I think he might have said it was like a 110 round or something like that. That's like a C4 or something.
Hard to say. Either way, they were awesome tags, and we set up shop at that course. Yeah, Daniel is the one that made them. But we were playing skins or match play or whatever it was we were playing, and the loser of the hole had to move the basket.
That is the best thing ever, by the way. You ever have a basket you're moving around, the loser better move it. Right?
Yeah.
There's 2 people that tie for the worst.
Yep.
Everyone's carrying it.
Yep.
Everyone.
Exactly
Love
right.
it.
And if you ace, you never have to move that basket.
Not at all.
Never.
You don't get to touch it. You just get to grab the disc out of the basket.
That's right. So yeah, good times there. Designing courses. Today was fantastic down in Andover. Working with Mike Williamson down there. He's actually a disc golfer from Alabama, and he works for the city. So he's stoked on getting this course in the ground, and they're pouring a lot of money into the community there in Andover. So I'm really excited to get that thing finalized and get out and chuck some discs down there.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Maybe do a couples doubles down there.
Yes. Always down for those. Oh,
man,
and the girls are like, yeah. Carly's like, when are we going to play again? I'm like, we created some monsters.
Man,
that's what happened.
It's so much fun, guys. Like, I think I just released episode 4 of Couples Doubles, series 4, I guess it would be. Because we did the normal, just the first one, Couples Doubles, and ironically, we did, I guess I don't know if it's ironic, but weird, that we did it up at Bad Rock Creek.
Right.
Was the first one that we did. And then episode 2 or volume 2 or whatever, series 2, whatever we want to call it, was Tough Shot or Worst Shot.
Right.
And that was at Hammond.
Boom.
And we knocked out 2 of them that day because we did that one and Alternate Shot back to back that day. And both of those are out. And then just yesterday, I released Guys vs. Gals.
That's fun to watch.
So D really wanted to play with Carly. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And they wanted strokes, and they wanted 18 strokes.
Yeah, they just didn't want strokes. They wanted the whole tamale.
The whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, dude, come on.
And I'm like, not happening. But, go watch that video and see. We ended up giving them 10 strokes. So go watch the video and see how that turned out for which team. And I think I've got 2 more to come out. Because after that one, we did a 3-on-1, which was Carly, D, and Tako versus me and Callie at Jones West, which was a lot of fun. Just 9 holes. It was getting dark. Yeah. And we just wanted to do something fun, so we tried to do that one. And then we got another one in the queue coming out too, which is Guys vs. Gals rematch.
Which is also going to be great.
And maybe we'll get something done this weekend too. It's supposed to be pretty nice weather, so I'd love to get another round of those done. They're just so much fun to just go out and play and film, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, even if there wasn't filming there, it's just a really good time to have both the ladies come out and both of us come out and just all of us really enjoy each other's company. I think that's what disc golf really is, for the most part, is just enjoying that kind of stuff. So
for sure. And then actually, when this releases, we would have released all EMAC round as well. That video dropped. It's edited and out and ready to go. all EMAC round at the Emporia Country Club where we threw the EMAC Trespass.
EMAC Trespass, yes.
The EMAC Truth, and then the new EMAC Judge was the only 3 discs that we could carry. So we only carried 3 discs for the Emporia Country Club round. That round was
literally 3 discs.
That was so much fun.
It was. I want revenge. Dude,
I do
that
too.
course has got
my
number. Like, I think every time. I think we talked about this, right?
pretty well there. I mean, you had one little hiccup on like hole. What was that? 13.
I think if I can do it again, even and with the same disc, I think I shaved 5 strokes.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't think I will.
No, you shot like even.
Yeah, no, I think I shot one over.
Whatever.
I think I shot one over. But either way, go watch that video, guys.
Alert.
It was so much fun to
alert.
put together. But yeah, I want to do that one again. I'd like to try that round at Jones Gold, because I think a course like Emporia Country Club is easier to play with less discs. Like the 3 discs I was fine with, because there was only a couple times I was like, man, I really wish I had XYZ. You know what I mean?
Huh.
But at Jones Gold, there's a lot of those holes that I'm like really loving my fairway driver on the approaches.
Yeah.
You know? So like having the Trespass, you have to tone it back a little bit, or the EMAC, beef it up a little bit, you know. So I think Jones Gold would be, you know, a fun one to go out and do an all EMAC round.
I'm okay to do that.
Okay. Let's make that happen at some point. I know we got some tour team coming to town.
Yes.
And this next week. And
are you allowed to like?
I think everybody's coming. Yeah.
Everyone?
I mean, well, Zach Melton is the only one that's not, because he just had surgery on his knee, so he's in recovery for that.
Feel
which
better,
is great,
buddy.
dude. Yeah, he's doing great.
Miss your
though.
face.
He's doing great.
Yeah.
And then Paige Shu's not coming out. She's got some other things going on.
Fair.
But Oakley and Tina are both coming to town. Eric and Tina will be here.
Well,
AJ will be here.
What?
AJ's coming in.
Shut up, Riz.
Clemens is coming to town.
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Hang on, I gotta do this. Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink.
All right, fantastic.
Like lemonade from.
Yeah, I like that. You threw me completely off
the
there.
Old people.
And then, oh man.
You said Erica?
Erica Stinchcomb from Team Westside will be coming into town,
Westside.
picking her up at the airport Tuesday night.
Oh my gosh, that's soon.
And then Cynthia is coming to town. Ricciardi to do a little filming, get some media stuff in. And then 2 other guys, Logan Harpool from down in Wichita is coming up.
Yes.
And Jonathan Nicholson from Texas is also coming up to get his van. So that's a lot of people I just randomly named off. And we're going to do some in the bags. We're going to do some media stuff with them, and hopefully get a big dynamic duel going or something like that. But if there's any downtime, I plan to grab a couple of them, and who knows, maybe we can do a couples doubles with Eric and Tina. That could be fun.
Huh.
Have like a 3-on-3 match or something like that. I don't know, something like that. We'll figure something out for that. But I think it could be good times. Having the team in town's always fun, and I can't wait to get some media going with these guys. So
yes. That's gonna be great. I love seeing all these people too. One of the benefits of living in Emporia is getting to meet, if you're a disc golf fan, which I think everyone here is.
Yeah.
You get to meet all these like super cool touring pros, build relationships.
Sure.
You know, and I think that's, again, man, just going back to how awesome this sport is. You know, everyone's name you just rambled off. I'm just like, yes, bring it.
Yeah, well,
totally.
And they're all big names for the most part. You know, I mean, they're all
good humans.
Yes,
I think that's
exactly.
one of my
which
favorite
kind of brings
parts
me to a question I want to ask you.
Okay.
Is, you know, pick a card of players because I mean we've both played with the majority of the players out there. There's a handful of newer players out there that I haven't got to play with yet that I'm looking forward to playing with at some point in the future. But I want to know who you would want to play with. Who's your best card? So it'd be you and 3 other people, guys or girls. I don't care. I just want to know who are the other 3 that you would want to play with. And they don't necessarily have to be pros either. They could be AMs
that I've never played with.
That you've never played with. That you want to play with. Not like I don't want to hear your top 3 cards of dudes you love to play with. That'll be a topic for another day, maybe. But I want to know who you haven't played with that you want to play with.
I think a round with Stevie Rico would be sick.
Okay. He would be on my round of people I love to play with.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny because I've met a lot of people, and I've met Stevie before. I don't know if he remembers me or not. Like we haven't like sat down like this and had a conversation. So, but I think, all the people that I've talked to about Stevie and just his game and how he carries himself, I feel like that would be definitely somebody
Stevie's
that I would like to see. I think because I've watched him play, right? I've followed enough cards. I've watched him play, and the guy's, silky smooth.
Oh yeah.
And super professional. For me, I've always been a super competitive person. So having somebody that's competitive and professional at the same time, and being able to relax and still like not shut you out because you're there. I think that's always so. I think Stevie Rico would definitely go on that list. So I need two more. That one took a little longer, but
no, it's cool.
Yeah. So Stevie Rico, and then let's see.
It's a tough question.
That is a tough question, man, because I played with a lot of people that I'm like, yeah, that would be cool. Let's see. I've always wanted to play with Seppo Paiu.
Seppo.
And the reason is because
I watched Seppo win Junior Worlds in 2010.
See, that's insane.
Yeah.
But I've walked and watch him play, not the entire round. I think rarely have I've ever walked with him for an entire round. So, but I think playing on a card with him is cool. I think it's hilarious. Casey White is a kid that, and he does the best Seppo. And I'm like, see, Casey knows that impression because he's around him so much, or at least he's had experience with that. So I think
been around him,
right? Been around him. So, but so Seppo.
Seppo Rico, Tako and
I think Thomas Ekstrom, man.
Ooh, that's a good one, man. Dude. Wow,
I would love to see him.
That's a good one.
I would love to play disc golf with that guy. I think if
that's a really good one.
Next time I see this guy, we better play some disc golf.
He might be. Yeah, he's supposed to be here this year, but we'll see if that. Yeah, we'll see. Happen,
and if it is, by all means, I'm going to do whatever I can to try to sneak on and get around with that guy. But yeah, Thomas Ekstrom, I think that would be a great Tomas.
I've played a lot of great. I played around with Thomas at the Redwood Curtain in California. Yeah,
like up in NorCal, like
yep.
You say redwood trees. I mean, you're in sequoias and stuff.
It was the 2000 whatever Pro Worlds in Portland, Oregon that year, whatever year that was, and him and his wife Erica rode home with D and I in the Element.
Okay, that was
drove all the way here, and then I'm like, dude, we're on the West Coast. I want to take you to a course that I've never played, that I've heard nothing but good things about. So we drove, I don't know, 12 hours south to get to that course, and got there, played, and just it's a beautiful course up in the redwood. Like hole 2, you climb up an old redwood stump and tee off from a stump. Like,
dude, I miss California sometimes.
I can understand. It's got some great courses out there.
Yeah,
for sure. Thomas is fantastic. That was a fun round. But
so let's hear your card.
Man, my card is going to be really, really hard because I've played with almost everybody out there. Everybody that you named are people that would probably make my top 10 of people to play with.
Dude, can we just do like random celebrities then?
Ooh,
I like that one. We're gonna change the question for Eric to random celebrities.
Oh, goodness.
And then what celebrities would Eric McCabe like to play? That probably hasn't played.
That probably has never played disc golf. So,
but it would be great.
But it would be fun.
I would love to hear it. So
I think my number one obviously is going to be Paul Rudd.
Yes,
he's my numero.
Great pick.
Uno, because Paul Rudd is from Kansas. He went to KU.
Yeah.
He is a big diehard Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks. All my things, and I absolutely love every movie he's done.
I mean, let's just say we got man crush on this guy.
Oh, I do. I'm not. There's no doubt about it.
Does it make it worse that like both of our significant others are like crushed on him too?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What does this guy have? This the aura. Paul Rudd, great pick.
Paul Rudd,
great pick. His Hot Ones, by the way, if you haven't seen that, is
and if you watched D and I's Hot Ones, I call Paul Rudd out in that one and talk about him because, because I think it was one of the questions D asked me was like, if you could meet Paul Rudd.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a great question.
Never see one of his movies again. What would you do? It's like, oh my God, why did you make me do this?
Yeah, that was a brutal question.
It really was. But yeah, Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd is my number one. Let's see, who else do we got? Man, that's tough.
How do you follow Paul?
Oh man, the biggest name I've ever played with is Mick Thompson, who is the guitarist bassist for Slipknot.
So we got a poster
got a poster
over
of
here?
him over there. Yeah,
Boom.
yeah.
Maybe one day you'll see it.
He's kind of like a team celebrity DD guy, but
I remember sending him discs.
Yep.
So
and he's on the new release program, so he gets all the new stuff. But
new release program.
Somebody else that I haven't got to play with yet that I really want to is Casey DeSmith.
What?
I think that's another name that I would throw out there as another guy I'd like to play with. Yeah, I've never played around with the dude.
When's hockey season end? Has he ever been out here?
Dude, hockey season never ends.
That's what I mean.
It's the longest sporting season of all. Like as soon as the Stanley Cup's over, 2 weeks later they're like back to playing. It's crazy.
Dude, I'm not trying to be cold ever.
I heard a stat the other day that was like 160 days in a row of NHL hockey on TV. Different games, different teams, but 160 some days in a row. That's insane. Think about how many games that is.
Dude.
Yeah.
Because
insane. Insane. And so okay, I'll say Casey. I've got a signed jersey of Casey in the corner though, but he would definitely
watch
be
the
one.
show? We need to get him to watch the show.
I don't know if he does, but he's a good.
Will.
I've got him in my my phone here. I could text him right now and be like, "Hey, dude, when are we gonna play?" It's just a matter of finding time to play. So, and that's the problem with DDO is always during hockey season, so he can't come out and play it. But maybe Junior Worlds. I know one year we were gonna have him come out for Junior Worlds and like have a booth and do some signing
that's right.
and stuff like that. Maybe we can make that happen this year. We'll see.
We'd like to see Casey DeSmith.
So my third is gonna be a pretty obvious pick. Since we're going down the road of
the rabbit hole
of professional athletes / celebrities, I got to go with Patrick Mahomes. Got to go with Patrick, dude. PMAC and EMAC. Let's make this happen, dude. Like, good God, that would just be. I want to see the dude chuck a disc. I just want to see how far he can throw a disc.
Bro, he's an athlete.
He is an athlete.
Athlete. I heard he just got better too.
Yeah,
he's gonna be able to play.
He is. He's gonna be able to play Sunday. I'm really nervous about that game because the Bills are a very scary team because they are good and they've got absolutely nothing to lose. They remind me of us last year.
Well,
and a lot of people are like, man, how nervous are you about the game? Are you like freaking out? Blah blah blah. I'm like, I am a little, but I will be when it's game time. But at the same time, if we lose to the Bills, I don't care. Because we got our ring last year.
Dude,
you know what I mean? It's like,
no,
that's the thing about Kansas City sports. Like, look at the Royals. Like, 85, they won the World Series, and they didn't win again until 2015.
Bro, I'm telling you, Kansas City's going to win that game.
Oh, man.
Because New York knows. They're like, no, everybody wants to go to Kansas.
Man, run it back. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, man. But anyway, off topic, Mahomes would definitely be my man that I would love to get around in. And maybe do a video with him. I don't know. Like, come on out. Let's do a video, Patrick, and like you throw a ball and I'll see if I can. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure something out, Patrick. Just give me a call. Have your people call my people.
Yeah, and if you guys want,
my people are me. So call me. I'm really easy to get a hold of,
you guys know
bro.
People. He knows some people. So
share this and tag Patrick Mahomes on Twitter. Let's make this happen.
Right?
Please.
Play some disc golf, dog.
Let's
you got this.
I will give away dang near everything in my basement.
What?
To anybody that can make that happen. Oh, for sure.
We live right by Kansas City.
Yeah.
We know people that work for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. I will. Oh, man. That would be sweet. Goodness, man. I'm freaking out just thinking about that opportunity. How cool would that be, though? Man.
Yeah. So, okay. So, Eric. If you guys want, go ahead and put down there who your favorite 3 people, celebrities. I say go ahead and add that in. Let's see 6 names.
Let's see two different groups of people who pros or AMs or your buddies or whatever maybe not your buddies because you already play with them, but pros that you want to play with and celebrities that you'd like to play with.
But you haven't played with them before.
Yes.
That is the key.
That is the caveat there for sure.
Perfect.
But yeah, man, Patrick Mahomes, that'd be so dope. My goodness. You know what somebody was asking me the other day too about the game, just while we're on that topic, is if we do lose to the Bills, what do I think is going to probably happen? And I can just see this aligning to this way, and I feel so bad for you Bills fans if this is what happens, is Tom Brady wins that game in Green Bay and comes and beats the Bills again and then retires. Like,
bro, you know what?
Can you imagine that?
If there is, okay, so let's just say the NFL is the WWF.
Okay.
Real quick.
Okay.
You know they're going to spin something like that. They can't let Brady just go out like he's an old goat because he's a goat.
He is the goat, dude.
So they're going to give him another one. Like, I don't see, like, LeBron's going to win another ring. I think the only reason,
absolutely, LeBron
so
will win
like he's
another
going to win another couple probably, but like Jordan, when Jordan went to the Wizards, like he wasn't thinking about like winning championships at that point.
He was the owner, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he was not the, right. It's like, nah, dude. He's like, I'm franchising, no big deal.
Yeah, no biggie, man. This is me. This is all me right here. So. Jordan, LeBron, man. That's a debate that people get into a lot. And what is your pick right now? Like, who do you think is the greatest? LeBron.
I grew up
Jordan?
in the '80s. This is Jordan.
Okay.
I grew up in the '80s.
Okay, that's the easy answer.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're on the same page.
Out. I think. Well, yeah. I think. If I could just pick generationally, I think it's easy. It's like it goes Jordan, Kobe, and then
Kobe.
Yeah, Jordan. If you're looking at that spot, I think I watched something the other day where like Jordan was like, I was just scared of Akeem.
Yeah.
Akeem Olajuwon. That dude was gangster, but that's a different position. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think positionally, like, even though like Jordan and Kobe was like, one was a center, one was a guard.
Oh yeah.
Or not a center, but a forward. And the other one was a guard. So either way, yeah. I don't know. I'm a Jordan fan.
I'm a Jordan fan too. How could you not be though?
Tony Kukoc and like Steve Kerr, and just like Scottie Pippen days, like
Pippen.
Luke
I remember
Longley.
when my brother and I used to play basketball. I was always Scottie Pippen, obviously, because I was the little brother. So, but hey, Scottie Pippen's a pimp. Nothing wrong with that.
I was always trying to be John Stockton, so that way I could just be the dirtiest, foulest dude ever in the world.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hustle.
I can see that. You're a hustler for sure. You're definitely a hustler. So.
Yeah.
That would probably annoy a lot of people.
Well, I'm that. So, anyways.
So, speaking of annoying people, what's a pet peeve?
Oh, during a round?
During just a casual round, though. Because, during tournament rounds is completely different. I just want to know, like, when you're out just playing a casual round, what's a pet peeve?
Casual round. I think the number one thing is usually during casual rounds, like, you have somewhat of a time constraint, and that's why it's casual, because, like, you can't just... Anyways,
whether it's darkness, you got to get home for dinner.
Boom, XYZ. Yeah. And I think when people like start throwing 3 or 4 shots on like every hole, like, dude. And Eric and I remember we talked about this. No. Yeah, his are like super minute. I'm talking about like, if you do it quick, I don't care about that. But it's when you throw one and then you go back to the bag and throw it. Now, an ace run hole is different. Everybody's on board.
Everyone's unloading.
Everybody knows it's time to unload. Yeah. But like, if you're throwing a bunch of multiple shots and you're the only person throwing multiple shots.
And everybody around you has your bag on, has their bag on, just waiting.
Just waiting. Drinking.
One more. Wait, one more.
People, yeah.
Wait, one more.
Yeah, the one more guy.
Yeah, the one more guy.
It's like, gosh, dang, but that is probably one of my biggest pet peeves. That or like,
I could
someone, I call it taking the mic. You got the mic. Just because you're on the tee pad, don't mean you get to stand there and talk like the whole time. Even though that's the only time you really should be talking, because you don't want to be talking in someone's back throw or whatever. Yeah. But what's yours, man? I gave a couple.
That's definitely one right there. Is talking when someone's throwing or being obnoxious when someone is throwing. Kind of. It's one thing when you're with your boys and you're out there just kind of hustling or whatever, or you're playing Ripped and you pull the card of whatever that card is on Ripped. That's like you can annoy or. Jump out, whatever it is. I don't remember what it's called. Just
you
talk.
You can smack talk.
Well,
that entire thing.
You can scream when they're throwing or whatever it is. So either way, don't do that. Don't be the guy that just kind of talks and is really annoying.
It will not be tolerated.
The other thing that really really annoys me that I see is when people litter, like. And this isn't necessarily during a casual round. This is just more geared for
walking on the course and seeing it.
Yeah, just and I hate it when like it's okay. So like for instance, right now it's winter, and a lot of courses pull their trash cans in the winter because they don't have maybe the maintenance staff or they don't have the whatever the case is to go out and empty those garbage cans that are typically out there. And then people just throw their cans or trash down where the trash can usually is. Like, dude. You pack that stuff out you packed it in, pack it out.
Dude, okay, so I'm glad you said this because Everett, we were talking about him earlier. Ruidoso, New Mexico. Okay, it's a very. I think there's about 8,000 people typically that live in the town, but you get 30,000 or something like that
during horse races.
Yeah, when it's kind of like a resort town. Anyways, Moon Mountain, which is a course that Eric designed out there, super like you were putting in work to get to like this spot of the course, but Everett would find these like little 99 bottles. What are those? I don't drink alcohol, but they have a 99 on them, and I'm sure if it's like a 99 proof. But dude, he would find like 5 or 6 of those every time we went out there. Jeez. That is upsetting.
It's annoying, and not just that. Like that, I get. Like maybe it was in. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe not to that degree where you're finding multiple ones.
Yeah.
But 1 or 2 here and there, maybe it fell out of the bag and they didn't see it. There's definitely scenarios where that could happen. However, if I see you drop a cigarette butt on the ground, I'm not happy with you.
Well, you could possibly burn.
Especially in a place like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to happen here in Emporia, like, necessarily. You can catch the grass on fire and whatnot, but you're not going to burn down acres and acres.
Oh, yeah, that could ruin that town.
Yeah. Just don't, come on, just pick up your garbage. Like, that's my biggest pet peeve is people that just litter.
Do you have any other thing? Okay, so now that we talked about a casual round, like, I'm sure something's happened during one of the sanctioned rounds that you played, or something. Tell you what, I'll start with mine because I'm just thinking about it, and this drives me nuts because it happens more often than one would think. I would say somebody is about on that borderline of whether you are inside the circle, outside the circle. It's not properly marked. Maybe there's like. Yeah, no, it's just an event where it's not properly marked. I can say that because it happens plenty. Yeah. But anyways.
It happens more than it does.
Yeah, I mean, we're not like touring pros. We don't need it. Anyways, so when people jump putt and then like if it makes it or whatever, if they make it and then they turn around and say, oh, was that, am I cool? Was that cool?
Oh, dang.
Was that outside? I'm like, dude, you already threw it.
You have to ask that question first.
Why would you ask after you threw?
Yeah.
My level of care at this point is none because it's like, well, why would you ask? And then now he's like, that type of person is leaving it up to somebody else to call him out. Just be like, dude, you foot faulted.
Mm-hmm.
Your mini's still there. Let's just go walk it off real quick. I got time.
Yeah.
So, but when they do that multiple times in a round, because I swear, like you see it once and then if like you kind of don't say anything about it, boom, they end up trying to do it again.
Yeah.
And
I could see
that's a pet peeve.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could
just
definitely
ask beforehand.
Just ask. Hey, am I outside? Am I outside?
Hey, is this inbounds or out of bounds?
Yeah. Hey, that too. Yeah. Not knowing the rules is definitely a big pet peeve. Just basic rules too.
Oh my gosh.
Of little things like that. But one that kind of gets to me is when your attitude starts to drop.
Oh yes.
And you start blowing up. There are certain players out there that their attitudes, the worse they play, the more their temper gets, magnified or, they get super heated and it helps them play better. Well, guess what? That makes everybody else play like garbage.
Yeah, that bad energy just floating around.
I try. I mean, sure, everybody, you throw a bad shot and you're really trying and focusing really hard. You're not super thrilled, and I don't expect you to be, MJ, Mikey Johansson, and walk off the back of the tee just smiling like he does. But you know what I mean? Try not to just have blow-ups, I guess, is my thing, that when people just completely blow up and start screaming and yelling and, you got to throw courtesy violations at them and all that fun stuff is just something that's never fun to have to deal with.
Yeah, and that's just such a hard thing to, I think, if people do have that issue where they do that. I think it's really hard. I mean, I said doo-doo.
You did say doo-doo. And
so if they do that.
Don't do that. So
if they do, then it's like, that's a character trait, I feel like.
Yeah.
You're just doing it because
I get it. There's passionate people out there and all that. And there's a difference between being a passionate and just being a jerk. And I'm not calling anybody out on this.
I was thinking about.
I'm not calling anybody out here. I'm not pinpointing any particular player.
I feel like they know who they are.
This doesn't just happen on the top tour level. This happens at smaller events. Yep. It probably happens more at these smaller B and C tiers than it does at these big events, you know?
Right. So, I mean, I think it's a good time to say, you know, lead by example.
Yeah.
See what you want to, you know, what do you want to see on the course?
Exactly. So, well, I want to give a couple shout outs here before we end. Birdie Fuel, obviously, thanks to those guys. They're always stepping up the game and shooting us messages. We got some stickers made.
Yes.
They made some stickers for us.
Yes.
And actually, I made.
Show the people what you got here.
I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's that guy right there. It's a little holographic sticker of the McTako logo.
It's great.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So if you win a disc on the show, anytime that we do a giveaway, you'll get one of those, and we'll have some more of those available throughout. But Birdie Field did some stickers for us too. They should be shipping soon, along with a couple other really cool items, and then some coffee for giveaways. And I just got to give Birdie Fuel a shout out because they're one of those companies that's outside the realm trying to grow the sport. So go out there, support them. I've got a couple different blends of coffee on their website you can go purchase, and it doesn't just benefit them, but it benefits me as well. So Coffee Mac, and then Dogleg as well. So all the proceeds of Dogleg go to Ralph. So you know, if you want to support Ralph, go get some Dogleg for sure. So thanks, Birdie Fuel, appreciate that. The other thing I wanted to touch base on before we go here is the giveaway. Not necessarily this giveaway, but the 10K giveaway. We're at like 6,700 subscribers now.
Right.
And I want to do something big for 10K. So I'm not sure exactly what that is. So if you've stumbled across this on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We have a lot of really fun content. We just have a lot of fun doing it. Like the field goal challenge was so much fun to do. A couple other really cool things coming out soon.
And we would love feedback too, as far as like how can we make each video better. I know Eric and I constantly talk about certain aspects of the video that we want to make better, and I think hearing it especially from you guys, because you know what we think is good might be different for y'all, obviously.
Absolutely.
You know?
And ideas, like I love reading through the comments and having ideas of do this or do that, and we've actually purchased the disc dice from Disc Dice, and we're going to be doing that at some point, probably with the ladies. A couples doubles disc dice, and then we'll probably do one just me and you too at some point as well. But
that'd be fun.
But let us know down in the comments what you'd like to see. And this 10K giveaway, I've got a stack of EMACs over there that I plan to give away for this, and it's a bunch of different winners is the plan, not just one winner. So we're gonna do a bunch of different winners for this. So the way that's all gonna go down is I'm gonna continue to add stuff to it every week. Hopefully to have a big ticket item at some point, whether that's a bag or a basket or something cool like that, as soon as we hit that 10K. So make sure you go out and share the page, like, subscribe, comment down below. It definitely works with the algorithm somehow with YouTube. I don't know how it works, but do all that fun stuff and get us to 10K. 10K.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That'd be so sick.
Dude, I'm excited. I just want to see you give some of this stuff away so you can make some more room for more cool stuff.
That's right. Yeah. We're
cool
gonna need some
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Unless someone calls Patrick for me, and then all this stuff will be gone. So let's make that happen, because that would be so dope.
That would be. I would videotape every second of that. Slow mo, like Eric's face, like.
That would be insane. That would be so insane. So, well, guys, thanks so much if you've made it this far, for sticking around. Either if you're on the video or if you're on the audio portion of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for all the support. We really do appreciate it. Make sure you get signed up for Dynamic Doubles if there's any spots left, and if not at that one, do it for the next one, because we're planning to do quite a few of these.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun. So keep an eye out. We're going to get them on Disc Golf Scene and start promoting them as soon as we know about them.
Exactly. So make sure you guys like and subscribe, comment down below, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next time.